of the Enfield ZBA at 7:03. There's two ways out of the room tonight. One's behind the audience, down the stairs, out onto the town green. The other's to the right of the audience, down the stairs and out into the parking lot. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Secretary, the roll call, please.
Andrew Vanowitz.
Here.
Mary Ann Turner, here. Charles Mastaberti.
Here.
Rich Stroni.
Here.
The other, Matthew's no longer, and Christine will be late.
Mr. Chairman, just make a motion to move old business, given our numbers, to after number 6.
Sure. Do we have a
Second.
second? All those in favor? Motion passes. All right. So for new business, Madam Secretary, please read the legal notice.
The Enfield Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a regular meeting on Monday, May 20th, 2024 at 7 PM in the Town Hall. Okay, what are we doing here? Rick, did we repost this, or is this I'm reading the old one?
Oh, we actually, we opened that, didn't we?
Right.
So it's already open, so the applicant can come up.
We can't go forward tonight, obviously, because you've already recused yourself from this matter. Mr.
This
Chairman.
is item number 6.
For-
Yeah, I'm not intending to
for
recuse.
grant- oh, you're
Yeah,
not recusing
I'm not
yourself?
recusing from that one, but the other one, we believe will have another member, so that's why we changed the agenda.
Then I will withdraw the Grant Road matter. Here's a copy.
Thank you.
Madam Secretary, if you just want to read that into the minutes.
June 24th, 2024, from Blackburn, Donnelly, and Payton, Attorney at Law, Enfield Zoning Board of Appeals, re 2024-0320 Grant Road, Charmock Farms LLC. Members of the Enfield Zoning Board of Appeals, after careful consideration of the actions of the Planning and Zoning Department, we have concluded that it is not possible for my client to receive a fundamentally fair hearing at this time. Therefore, please consider this a formal withdrawal of our appeal of the zoning enforcement officer's decision regarding Grant Road ZBA 2024-03-20. Sincerely, Derek Donnelly.
Okay.
So he withdraws it. What do we do?
If he's not going to go forward, then I think we're done.
You can still rule on the cease and desist order, whether or not it was valid or not.
You can't, it was withdrawn.
Yeah, he's withdrawing his appeal, so there is no appeal. So right now, there's nothing.
So that would mean that whatever the zoning officer did, he does and has nothing to do with us.
Right, exactly. Whatever's out there is out there.
Okay.
They're withdrawing the appeal, so the matter's done.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we move on to minutes and wait till our other person, or we go to recess.
No, I'm fine with that. If someone's got a second on that, to take item 7 ahead of item 5.
My only question on that is, given that Commissioner DeBoni is on the minute, should we wait for her as well?
Fair enough. We can take a recess.
I say we take a 10-minute recess.
Okay. Is there a second? All those in favor? Recess 10 minutes. call the meeting back to order at 7:12 PM. Now moving back on to item number 5, old business. As I've been recused from this matter, I will continue to be recused, and the vice chairman will be seated in my place as chairman while I walk out.
And he'll seat her.
Yes, then he'll seat her.
Thank you. And then for this matter, I will seat Commissioner DeBoni as a voting member of the zoning board. Attorney Donnelly. Just one quick statement. As you'll recall, and this is just for the record, as you'll recall, Attorney Donnelly filed an appeal of the ZBA decision regarding the court remand for ZBA number 2021-03-20, 128 Moody Road. We have agreed to take another vote on the same item. The court has agreed that a transportation trucking operation was running from this property. The decision as to whether or not the trucking operation is a legal non-conforming use is what has been remanded back to the ZBA from the court. And with that, sir?
Yeah, so I would like to read a statement into the record, and I think the board is being given very poor advice about what it can legally do here tonight, and I'd like to read a statement to that effect. On May 20th, 2024, this board held a regular meeting and rendered a decision regarding application 2021-03-30, 128 Moody Road. On May 21st, 2024, the board published a legal notice of its decision in the Journal Enquirer. Once the decision was published, the result became final, and this board lacks further jurisdiction over this matter. It cannot, on its own accord, open it or discuss it further. I must emphasize the unequivocal case law on this matter, which leaves no room for misinterpretation or deviation. It is well-settled law that the publication of the legal notice renders the decision final. And that case is Sharp versus Zoning Board of Appeals, Town of Easton, 43 Con App 512 from 1996. The board has no legal basis to reopen the matter after publication of legal notice and commencement of the time period for appeal. Likewise, there is no legal authority permitting an applicant to consent to reopening a matter for which a final decision has already been published. Under Sharp, the court recognized a limited time period of up to 15 days between the date of the decision and the date of publication of the legal notice in which the board may reopen a decision for good cause. Once publication of the legal notice occurs, the decision is final and cannot be reopened. Here, we are long past the 15-day time limit, and the board has already published its decision. Under Sharp, no more can be done. Importantly, Sharp remains good law today. Just recently in McCartos versus Zoning Commission of New Canaan, and I'll provide you with the citations for that in a hard copy of this. The court held, because the commencement of the 15-day appeal period is triggered by publication of the notice of decision, a commission's decision is considered final once it's published. Indeed, the requirement that a decision be final is so important that after publication, the decision may not be changed even for good cause. There exists no authority to support this matter being on the board's agenda or for it to take any action today. Please be clear that my client does not consent to reopening this hearing because the law is crystal clear that it cannot and may not be reopened. The board rendered a decision without having a fundamentally fair hearing and now must live with the consequences of that decision on appeal. Neither I nor my client will participate or comment further on this agenda item before the board this evening, and I ask that this letter be included in the minutes in its totality. And I have copies for all of you.
So are you going to tell us, you want to read into the record what we actually wrote? What was written in the legal's notice? Because as far as I understand, you have delayed this numerous times up to the point where we're finally here.
As I said, that's the only comment we're providing. So,
So I believe there's a court hearing on Friday before the judge to make a decision on the situation and whether or not it gets remanded back before this board for a determination of the non-conforming use of the property at the time of the violation.
So based on Attorney Donnelly's comments and us not being attorneys, so we can't refute the case law, and their decision to step out of the room, I don't see a need to further discuss this. Based on his own points, it's been closed, assuming our town attorney wants to review that.
Let's not say anything.
I'm just talking about continuing any discussion on it based on his commentary.
That's enough.
We'll stop discussion on this, and our town attorney can give us further guidance as appropriate.
That's probably appropriate.
Okay.
Back to you, sir.
All right, note for the record, Chairman Urbanowitz has returned at 7:17. I believe we're on to item 7 on our agenda.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Do we have a second? Any comments, discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes. Moving on to correspondence and staff report. Anything extra for us, Rick?
Nope, nothing tonight.
Nothing tonight? Other business? Number 9. Anything? Anybody?
This gentleman,
I think he's just watching.
are you here to participate or?
I'm just anticipating having to come to a meeting in the future, so I went to see a dry run. I guess maybe I'll come back to another one where
Fair enough.
more discussion.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay. All those in favor? All right, we are adjourned.